Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon, members of the media. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. And good afternoon to my fellow comrades at the head table. As indicated before by my sister there, I am Timothy Bailey, President of the Steelworkers Union of Trinidad and Tobago. And my purpose here this afternoon is to bring solidarity and to bring support to the Scrap Iron Dealers Association in their time of need. As it is well documented, has carried in the news, earlier this week the government took a decision to basically shut down the scrap industry in Trinidad and Tobago for 6 months. And coming off of the heels of the closure of ArcelorMittal, which the scrap dealers in Trinidad and Tobago was a segment of, in 2016, where the steel industry more or less from that perspective was closed, the only segment of that industry that survived would have been the scrap industry. The scrap industry was able to maneuver, and the dealers in the industry were able to target international markets. And we are grateful as the Steelworkers Union of Trinidad and Tobago that some of our members, former members, would have been absorbed in this industry. Some of our friends would have been absorbed in this industry as a result of the industry going fully international. What we are seeing here today is a straight-up attack on the common man. The scrap industry is an industry that is run and is run by the ordinary man in Trinidad and Tobago. It's an industry where citizens who are incarcerated are able to come out and be reformed, be rehabilitated. The closure of the scrap industry for 6 months is indirectly an hijacking of the scrap industry in Trinidad and Tobago. We are very clear about that. And the Attorney General, it was not shocking to us that he would have been the person behind this. After all, if you all could remember, in 2016, with the closure of ArcelorMittal, the now Attorney General would have been the attorney that advised the company specifically on what to do to close the industry without paying any citizens in this beloved country. Now, as the Attorney General of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and not an attorney as before, the Attorney General is sitting in the position of power and is now closing the scrap industry for 6 months. Now, the question must be asked, when you close this industry and stop export for 6 months, how are the scrap dealers in Trinidad and Tobago going to pay their staff? How are they going to pay their bills? How are they going to honor their contractual obligations? We are saying, as the Steelworkers Union of Trinidad and Tobago, that under no circumstances should any right-thinking citizen in Trinidad and Tobago stand by and allow the government to mistreat a part of our population. And a point I want to make very specifically, I understand the anger and the disgust as it relates to a small minority of individuals who are trying to spoil this industry, whether it be the cooperatives, whether it be the individuals who are cutting cables. I myself, knowing what is the current situation, would have come out from my driveway recently and a cable was hanging and it hit my windscreen and I was angry. But does that mean, as a result of my anger, that thousands of citizens in Trinidad and Tobago should be deprived of their livelihoods? And the answer to that is definitely no.